Hello and welcome to another episode of the Business of Business podcast. I'm your host, Roy. I'm going to be bringing you the second part of our continuing series, How to Use LinkedIn to Your Advantage, a step by step guide. Last week, we talked about the importance of completing your profile. I took a little bit of time to walk down through that. Um, kind of area by area what we need to do there. So today we're going to talk about making connections, and what I would challenge you to do this week is to reach out and make 7 connections. Just do one a day. Should be simple. The thing you want to really think about with LinkedIn is we don't want to be connecting to people who we don't know. In order to send a connection request, we should have some form of relationship with them. Maybe it was school, maybe it's been at a past job, maybe it's at our current job or a client that we've dealt with. So just make sure that there's some uh, established relationship, because unfortunately, LinkedIn has gotten a little bit spammy, like some of the other things that go around, just because people will send unknown people will send you friend request or connection request, and then the minute you connect with them, they start spamming you with wanting to talk to you or send you something. And if you're looking for something, that's okay, but a lot of people, we want to control who we reach out to. So a couple ways that we can connect on LinkedIn. First, I'm going to show you the um, if you know somebody. Let's just take John Smith here. We're going to sign in, and when you type in the name in this top bar on the homepage of your LinkedIn, you'll see that we get this John Smith comes up with the Maxwell team, and this one here is a funding. It'll tell you a little bit about them, but maybe it's unclear if this is the same guy that you know. So one thing you can do is you can either just hit the return button or go down here at the bottom and hit all results, and then it'll bring up a little bit better picture of everyone. That'll tell you more or less who they are, what their job position is or what they do, what their headline is, and then also their location. So look down through there very carefully, and let's make sure that, like I said, let's make sure that we are connecting to people who we already know for sure. That's what we want to do. Is we want to build up our influence, depending on what you want to do with this. If you're looking for a job, you want to be able to put yourself out there where others can find you. But also, if you're marketing or looking to acquire business for your company, you're going to want to post some things eventually. But we're going to take it one step at a time. And like I said, we're going to connect. So that's one way we can look at John Smith. The other thing you can do is, if you already at least have a few connections, you can go to My Network. And this is a little bit faster scan. Um, so what it'll do, it'll show you, now these are different organizations that you can view. Like here, this will give you a list of all these people, and then it'll give you the option to connecting. Now, there is two ways that you can reach out to people on LinkedIn. First is connecting. You send them the request, they accept it, then you can both see what each other's posting or different activities. But the other thing you can do, if you don't know a person, but maybe you're just interested in what they have to say, it's a thing called follow. And so, like, these are some, uh, celebrities or more influencers. And what you can do is just, if you find one that you want to, just hit the follow button. That way you can see everything that they post. They won't really have access to your stuff, won't be in their feed, but it's still a good way to look at some people that you may respect in your industry to see, kind of what they're talking about, what information is going on. And also, it may be a way to, if you want to do some prospecting, it may be a way to learn a little bit more about the prospect. The other thing that is available, you have to upgrade to the, I don't know what they call it, the LinkedIn professional or paid version. What that'll do, it'll allow you to send, um, they call them in mails. It will allow you to send an in mail to people who you do not know and who you're not connected with. because right now, people who you're not connected with, you cannot send them a message through LinkedIn. I think it'll just try one here, but we'll look at John Smith. And yeah, since we're not connected, it gives us the connected button. Or if you go over here and look and see, the message has got the little padlock on there. So if we try to send it to them, premium is what they call it. So if you reactivate premium, or if you activate premium, you get so many in-mails every month. And what an in-mail is, it just lets you send a message to somebody that you're not connected with. Also, there's some other advantages to that we'll get into at a later date. But for this week, I just was, want to make sure that got our profile completed, got it all built out to all-star status. And then this week, we want to take time to go through and to at least make 7 connections. Go find somebody who you already know, who you're connected with. Like I said, you have some form of relationship. Either maybe you went to school together, somebody in the neighborhood that somebody at work. Have some basis of knowing them before you do, because also it's gotten, like I said, it's gotten so spammy that a lot of times if people don't know you or don't recognize you, they just won't accept. They'll just let it sit there. So the other thing you may want to do is, if you're really new at this, is give the person you're going to connect with a heads up. Say, hey, I'm fixing to send you a connection request on LinkedIn, and then that way you can just start building up your connections. That way you'll be able to see what they're posting, and they'll be able to see what you're posting, and also it'll just expose you to more people depending on what your end goals for this is. But anyway, that's all we got for this week. So take some time, make your list before you sit down, make your list, look through, make sure it is the right person, because there's so many LinkedIn users now that typically you're going to find 4 or 5 for every name that's out there. You'll find a few anyway. So make sure you're getting the right person, look them up, make sure it's the title, city, everything is correct before you send that connection request. As usual, if you have any questions, I'm always here. You can always reach out to me at Roy at thebusinessofbusinesspodcast.com. Be glad to try to help you through this. And that's going to do it for now until next time. So you can always find us at www.thebusinessofbusinesspodcast.com. We are on all the major social media networks, as well as all the major podcast platforms. And a video of this will go up on YouTube when it goes live. So until next time, take care of yourself and take care of your business.